this page is this Square embedded ACH thing. What that page looks like is this. And this is the element that's added onto the page. And there's quite a lot of setups. I'm just going to walk through that. So when you click this button, it hits this method, passes in the given name and the family name and the location ID. Location ID is the effectively like who you set up as a setup you do in Square. It's like the merchant sort of thing. So what that looks like is this. So I've hard coded in Jane and Smith to make my life easier. We go pay with ACH. Comes into here. Now we go through the paid workflow. It's quite involved. So everything that's happening in here is really just to do with Square. So I've just been going through all of this in this way. There's many clicks to get through. Go through this. So we've got through there. And now it's processing the ACH payment. And it's gone quite a long way through, but because my merchant ID for my test account, because I'm UK based, I can then take payments in US dollars. So it fails on the payment fails on the Square side because of my account setup. If you provide me with a US dollar sandbox Square details, I'm sure it'll work, and I think we need to do that to test it. So the other elements to get this working, as it's discussed here, but it's not just a matter of drag it on and you're done. You need to implement some other things. So in the Stripe, this is in the Bubble Stripe world, this is all being built into the plugin, but plugin developers outside of, we don't work for Bubble, we have to create, we can't add back-end workflows via a plugin. So I've had to implement this back-end workflow, and what that does is it once this front end, once it's finished going through all of that OAuth authorization with Plaid and so on, creates a nonce which then gets sent off to Square to make a payment. So this is just this is a REST API call off to Square, and it processes, and then once it's finished processing, you can see the results of the payment processing on the Square side, and in this case I've logged into a table for debug purposes. So I've implemented all of this. You must implement this in order for the payments to be sent off to Square, and because on the front end, this side of things, this implementation here, this plugin here, that there, what that does is that is the thing that is organizing this pop-up stuff here. That organizes that. So there will be problems. I think what we need to do is, can you provide me with a US sandbox account, and then I can test it. And my other suggestion would be is if you can make me an authorized collaborator on your app, I can go in and install it onto your application, and we can get it tested and running inside your application, not just on my on my plugin page. But yeah, it's quite tricky, this stuff. Okay,